Okay, here we are on UShip.com. So probably you're going to do up here at the top, you have your menu, you have your sign in. Now, when you come to UShip, you've got this menu at the top. You're going to go for carriers, and it's going to ask you to become a carrier. And let me get rid of this here. And you're going to fill all this out, and you're not going to worry about carrier broker. You're just going to be under carrier. First name, last name, email address, mobile phone, DOT numbers optional, MC numbers optional. You're not going to worry about those unless you actually have one. And if you actually have one, you already probably know about UShip and hauling freight and everything else. So you'll fill all that out, and then go back. Then you'll find shipments, and this is where you're going to find your loads. Now, I'm approaching this that you have a pickup, maybe a trailer, you just want to make some extra money. Now, if you travel a lot, this one here, this is a puppy needs transport, and it needs to go from Altus, Oklahoma to Clinton Township, Michigan, which is almost 1,200 miles. And right now there's a $300 offer, which is horrible. Um, but that's probably somebody who's already going there and has room. If you were doing this strictly for money, that would be a horrible load. Now, if you're living Altus or around Altus and you're going to Clinton, someplace around Clinton Township, Michigan on the pickup date, which is the 23rd, which is today, where I'm making this, you could make a $300. That'd probably pay for your gas up there. Let's see what else. So we got another puppy leaving. Well, it's the same. See the same one, yeah. Looks like they posted this one. This is $330 offer. This is going from Claremore, Oklahoma to Franklinville, New Jersey. 1,282 miles. What is that? 2011 Ford, and that is $1,557 right now. Two quotes. So if you're already headed to somewhere, just could be a good way to pay for your trip. If you just want to maybe make some money in your local area, then you're just going to go from, say, if you live in St. Louis, go St. Louis to St. Louis. If I just want to travel around my state, Oklahoma, there's three right now, originating in Oklahoma and ending in Oklahoma. So that is how we would handle that. And am I still recording? Yes, I think I am. Okay. Always have to wonder. If you live, say, if I wanted let's just say I wanted load coming out of, say, Oklahoma City, and it will show me any loads coming out of Oklahoma City. Let's say you want to you're on a trip, you're going to go, I don't know. Well, let me explain this. You have a location along a route. You're going over here on the left. This here, right here where my cursor, right below it, where it says 100 miles, you can adjust this. This is what your deadhead, what they call your deadhead. How far away from this city are you willing to travel to get a load? If you don't want to go to no place, just right there in Oklahoma City, then you go to like 5 miles. You can go up to, looks 500 miles away, which wouldn't, you don't want that. Most time I will go like 50 miles or so away from my start city, pickup city. Let's just do 5 miles. Oklahoma City is a pretty good sized town. You would put whatever town or state you want to travel from. And here are the loads originating in Oklahoma City. Let's say you was going down to Galveston to go to the beach for the weekend. So without even having to fill this out, we already see we have over here on this columns, we have a load going from Oklahoma City, Houston, Texas, 446 miles, 2 vehicles. Right now, there is a bid for $1,025, and that is the low. That's 4 quotes. So let's see if there's any more. So we'll go back over to this left-hand column. Start typing in Houston. There it is. It'll say Houston. And that's the only load we have from Oklahoma City. Let's go back up here below Oklahoma City in the left column. Let's expand our deadhead miles out to 50 miles. See if there's anything within. Nope. Let's go out to 100 miles then. Is there anything within 100 miles? Yeah. We got one in Enid and Tulsa. We got these 2 vehicles. Now, this little red clock icon is it's ending soon. Here's one we could pick up in Tulsa, going to Freeport, Texas, which is southwest of Houston on the coast, which is another good town if you want to go fishing offshore. These are mobile tires. They weigh 8,200 pounds. This one from Enid to San Leon. Uh-oh, I clicked on it. That's a car. Okay. It says 3,197 pounds. It's one item and 572 miles. Right now, the lowest quote was $650. Let's close this out. So that's how you can find loads from where you're going to where you want to go. Again, down here below Houston, within 100 miles of Houston. So in this next segment, I'm going to show you how, if you cannot find a load, how you can, or if you have more room on your trailer, you can find partial loads. So let's check into that. Okay. Now you do need to know there is a difference between an offer, like the second one right here, you see $300 offer, and like this top one, it says quotes. Quotes are basically your bidding on the opportunity to haul this freight. This happens to be a cart, looks like, from Laverne, Oklahoma to Sacramento, California. Yes, it's 1,518 miles. If you were going out to California around the San Francisco area and you had a trailer big enough, to haul this car and you wanted to do that, it's one item, 3,395 pounds. And if you're going down here, it's a description, 1985 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, gives the car lot truck category. This condition, it's operable, which means you could drive it up on your trailer. This is the dimensions here. It's not a convertible. It's not modified. Open transport, which means it can be transported on your flat bed trailer. Quotes. Okay, this is the quotes I've received so far and who quoted it. You can see 1590, and you can see basically, I'm sorry, I was starting at the top. It started out at basically $1,800, and as you can see on most times, this is a race to the bottom. But if you're headed out there already and you just want to pay for your way out there and you've got the equipment to haul it, it can be a good way to pay for your trip. More than likely, these are transport companies who have trailers that are probably hauling multiple cars. And down here under the questions, it'll show you a service provider asks, is this your first time? Oh, no. Since I ain't logged in, it will say that. So let's go back over here and look at more categories. This puppy to Michigan is an offer. And this is usually an offer is what a set price they're willing to pay. Now you can always send them a question. If you're signed in, you can send a question, and let's see if they've got any no quotes, because that's an offer. There's a difference between offer and quotes. And since I'm not signed in, you can't see any of that. But you could send them a question, say, look, I'm headed there tomorrow. I can pick the puppy up. Can you do 350 or 400 or whatever? They'll say yes or no. That's all, hey, they're just going to say yes or no, and no biggie. So that takes care of that. So you do need to know that there is a difference between offer and quote. So be aware of that. Okay, let's say, I don't know. Let's say you took this 1973 Plymouth from Enid down to San Leon, and let's say you had more room, or you could get more on your truck or trailer. Well, you can, or maybe you didn't find a load you wanted, but I'm still going down to Galveston for the weekend, long weekend. Let's see what's along the route from Oklahoma City to Houston, and you would come up on the left and click a long route. This will show you all the loads that are along that route. Look, this is a motorcycle, scooter actually. It's going from Carrollton, Texas down to Channelview, 271 miles. It's a scooter. It's 32 inches high, 275 pounds. I don't know why it shows 343 pounds. I guess that's total. And right now they have an offer of $150. Down here, I'm not sure what that icon is. It looks, Chevrolet Silverado. Don't know what all this is right here. This goes from Thrall, Texas to Georgetown, Texas. This is a 10-foot John boat, 30 miles. They don't have no bids on that. But this will show you along your route loads that you can get that will help you if you have room or space to get that you can book that will add money to your route. And some people do this very well. Personally, I don't like to add partials when I'm transporting, um, even though most time it is on my way. Now this may be I mean, furniture. Oh, I hate furniture unless it's one item. This looks like furniture. But I'm looking down through here. It would be nice to get in something from Oklahoma to Galveston and add on to my trailer. It depends on if you just got a pickup. You got to pick up with a 16-foot trailer. It just matters what your trailer and all that is. But you can see there are a lot of loads along that way from Oklahoma City to Houston. Sometimes you'll get, if over here in this column right here, if it shows pause, that means it's a pet. So lots of variety here on UShip. Here's one. What do they want? Choice 570. It looks like a trailer right there. Furniture, sectional couch, 40-foot shipping container, high cube, 12,000 pounds. That is more than what your regular pickup would do. So, but you have lots of other opportunities when you click along the route, lots of other opportunities. So just something to keep in mind if you're trying to make some extra money with your pickup truck.